Hiya. So yeah, I am Jacob from the Blackburn Rovers YouTube channel. I'm one of the contributors there. I do a lot of the vlogs following Rovers home and away, following them through the Midlands and all over the north really. Doing vlogs for that channel and just basically giving my opinion, quite opinionated. Didn't actually plan to be wearing this shirt. Funnily enough, I have just put it on and not even thought about it. But yeah, in regards to Saturday's match, obviously Blackburn at home to Swansea City. Last time out, a 3-0, not a demolition, I would say, but a very well structured, brilliant game plan from Rovers. Obviously, it's going way back to August now. I think it was our first away game of the season. But yeah, a 3-0 result. We've not had, many wins this season that have been by a 3-goal margin. So it were perfect on that day, really. From what I remember, I don't think Rovers even had 30% of the ball. Obviously that is the manager's way. Russell Martin, isn't it? That is very much his way. Absolutely dominating the ball, and I do feel like that suits Blackburn very well. If you look at our results, most of our wins we will have less than 50% possession, and most of our losses we will have more than 50% of the ball. So I feel like we are much better on the counter attack. Believe all three of the goals on that day. I know there was Ryan, Sammy Smodic's was the first one, Lewis Travis was the last one, and I'm going to say it was Diaz for the second one. I believe all three were counter-attacking goals. I think the second was a Diaz chip, from what I remember. Beautiful goal. But yeah, in terms of obviously this Saturday, Swansea, if since dropped down the league, were in a decent position. And I thought, and I think many thought, were onto maybe a playoff spot this year, the way they ended last season. But I believe you're down in 16th now. Obviously, Rovers, we have dropped off ourselves as of late. We were up to the dizzy heights of potentially going first just before the World Cup break if we were to beat Burnley. Obviously, that didn't happen. And I believe we're now ninth. But only one loss this year, to Rotherham away, where we got battered 3-0. So I'm going into this game with some confidence. I feel the past two results have been positive. A point apiece away at Watford and West Brom can't be sniffed at. Although we do need to start, scoring more goals. Do need to start turning some of these draws into wins. We couldn't buy a draw. Only 5 games ago or so, and now in the past 7 games or something, we've drawn 5 of them. We've drawn away at Bristol, home to Wigan, drawn in the Cup to Brum, and now drawn 2 on the bounce, Watford and West Brom. You go from consistently inconsistent, win, loss, and now, it's now time for us to draw. So if I was a betting man, I would probably, put on a draw, I guess, but I've got to go with my heart here and say that I feel like we will win the game 2-0. I think, like I said, hopefully Swansea will come and try to dominate the ball despite coming away. And I feel like that will suit us. I wouldn't mind that personally, but obviously we probably will try to impose ourselves more compared to how we did at the Liberty. Compared to how we did away from home, obviously back in August, considering obviously we're at home. But I will say 2-0. Diaz has got his first goal since November, I believe it was. The last goal before his goal against West Brom was way back at home v Huddersfield in the league, that is. He did score away at West Ham. But I'll put Diaz down to get a goal, and I shall also put a Bradley Dack goal down, who scored against Cardiff. So at home, the first game of the new year, actually, in England. So hopefully he can get another goal against Welsh opposition. But yeah, that's my prediction. And yeah, be sure to check out some of the content on Blackburn Rovers Seas if you're just interested in EFL football in general. I guess there's a lot of content there from not only Blackburn Rovers fans, but Dirk, the person who owns the channel, does a lot of content for the Championship in general. But obviously, if you're interested in Blackburn Rovers for whatever reason, do check that out. The biggest YouTube channel for Blackburn Rovers fans. So yeah, thanks for listening, and I would say best of luck on Saturday, but we need that win.
You're right, everyone. It's Millie from Blackburn Overseas, obviously featuring on a different YouTube channel. It is windy in Blackburn, so I apologise if you can hear any background noise, but I'll be giving my score prediction and who is going to score the goals. I think with the way that Rovers have been playing, obviously I've not been focusing on Swansea because I don't support Swansea, but I think with the way that Rovers have been playing, we might be able to script a 1-0, and that, I think, is going to be a Bradley Dack goal. I just think this because obviously Bradley Dack seems to be proving himself now. Obviously he had, 2 years out due to his recurring medical problem. I can't remember what he had, but he's come back with an absolute bang. So yeah, I do believe that he might be able to get one of the goals, if any, in the game at Ewood.
Alex Haben here, representing Blackburn Overseas. Just with a little prediction for tomorrow's game. Blackburn Rovers at home to Swansea City. I'm thinking that it's going to be a tight, close game, and because of the result that Blackburn Rovers picked up away to West Brom on Wednesday evening, getting that very, very late equaliser from Ben Brereton Diaz from the free kick, I think that will give them a lot of confidence, and mostly they perform well. So I think at home advantage will tell for Blackburn Rovers, and I'm quietly confident that that they can get the result. But I think it will be a very close game, and Swansea City will give us a really good game. And I believe that from what I can tell, their form is a bit up and down, a bit hit and miss at the moment. And I just think that the home advantage of Blackburn Rovers will tell in this one. Even though Swansea won their last game. So, they'll be reasonably confident as well. But I just think, because it's Park, especially, I think that Blackburn Rovers will win the game. But it'll be a close game, a close one. It'll be a close one, and I predict goals from Bradley Dack and Ben Brereton Diaz for Blackburn Rovers, and a Perrault goal for Swansea. But it should be a really good game, but a close one, and a hard-fought victory for Blackburn Rovers.